Paul Jackson, the new executive head of the Burnt Mill Academy Trust. Can you tell us a little bit about your role?
Sure. Well, first of all, I'm really excited about the role. I'm going to be the executive head teacher across the group of 4 primary schools in the Trust, working with the new heads of school to help them to improve their schools and to help them get them to where we want them to be, which is outstanding and beyond.
And your role starts in September?
It does, yes. Yeah.
So firstly, the next couple of weeks, are you just having a bit of a recce, as they say?
Yes, so over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been to visit all 4 schools. I've spent some time with the heads of school and met some children and some of the staff as well. Walked around the schools and seen some great things going on. And it's the strengths that we're looking to build on.
So from September, 5 days a week, I know 7 days a week, etc., but 5 days a week, the nuts and bolts, where will you be each day?
It's a really good question. I think it will all be, we'll be assessing the need very early on in September. We'll be looking at the different needs of the different schools, and really my support will be differentiated, dependent on where the need is most at that point in time. So there could be some weeks where I spend almost full time in one of the schools. There'll be other weeks where it's a bit more light touch in those schools. I've got an office at Burnt Mill Academy, and then I'll be working out of there and basing myself in the various schools at various times during the weeks.
Is this a totally new role for you?
It's brand new, yes. Yeah, I've been head teacher in a large school in East London for the last 7.5 years, but the role of working across a group of schools is brand new.
But exciting?
Very exciting, very exciting.
What do you think are the challenges? Because this must be quite new and revolutionary,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're part of all the sort of Helena Mills revolution here.
And I think that's it. We're looking to create a model that people will look on, that will be quite innovative, and hopefully that if we will make it successful and people will want to recreate it elsewhere.
It's like your students. How in the first year, how will you gauge success?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's the results, the things that we're judged on by externals, but also. If Ofsted visit any of the schools, there's going to be kind of great judgments made there. But there'll be more than that. There'll be a set of criteria that I set with the heads of schools, expectations. I know in my mind what a good outstanding school looks like, and we'll be setting those criteria as targets of things that we're going to judge ourselves against. Also, I think that the 4 heads of schools will act as critical friends of each other, and we'll be very much kind of using each other as sounding boards and looking at the successes and looking at the improvements that we've made across the group of schools.
Because the heads of school who were just here a second ago, they're all different. They're not carbon copies.
Different shapes and sizes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, and that must be important that they all have their imprint.
Definitely, and I think they've all got different strengths that they'll bring, and they'll be able to share those strengths with each other. And I think that what will happen throughout the year is that they'll learn from each other, and that will be a great benefit to the trust.
The whole model of a trust like this, and maybe this is more a question for Ms Mills, but. Do you think this is the model of the future?
I think it could well be. I think kind of what's interesting is that no 2 schools are the same, no 2 areas are the same, and we've got to create models that suit the various areas. But certainly kind of this model of having the 4 primaries able to feed into a secondary school, I think it can give us something special. We can look at the real offer that we've got right from our 3-year-olds prior to 3 and 3. Kind of, we can look from birth to beyond, up to our kind of 16, 17, 18-year-olds. We'll be looking at how we can involve adults in the local area in education. So I think this is something that really could transform the community, and if it's successful, then as I say, it's something that definitely will be replicated elsewhere.
Well, thank you. We'll come back in July next year and see how you've got on.
I look forward to it.
Thank you very much for your time.